Kirambarai. Uchiyuke. Ageyuke. And Sotoyuke. I have a theory. They're not blocks because the level, their stance, the angle, and the foot positions. This tells me it's mostly grappling. For example, say we're wrestling, right? Okay, now Rechibu have lots of things like this where we have hooking, right? We're pulling, right? Okay, this can also be seen in Muay Thai, right? You have your collar tie and you have like your underhook or just wrist, right? This, you see this a lot in a lot of grappling styles, and usually it means a throw. For example, let's say we get like this. You can see I have a random angle change, and I also change my level. I also put my foot position. You can also see my hands are low. That tells me I'm not trying to protect my face, and I'm probably already grabbing something. An example is our hand position as well. Right, that tells us maybe we're grabbing something, or we're hooking something, or we're framing up against something, right? Okay. This also tells me if what kind of posture I'll be in, right? So again, let's say we're wrestling. You can see my hand position just like it did to you. Okay, we're going. Okay, watching. Okay, I get my collar tie, right? As you can see here, get my collar tie, just like that motion in to you, right? Okay. And my head is down. I know, guys. I'm just messing around, but as you can see, rocking back and forth a little bit, and you're kind of pulling. Kind of get that pulling motion. Okay. That pulling motion tells us we're trying to send something in a direction, right? And that random angle change in our footwork, right? Okay, this could be a sweep, right? We go sweep and then catch the foot, like single leg. Okay, our angle changed. Yeah, hooking that leg, right? Okay, locking it in, basically a single leg. Okay, and then we would run the pipe, right? We would push it down, we would change our whole angle, right? Or we could keep the leg and move in like Muay Thai and just sweep the leg, maybe frame off, like I did there. Okay, so a lot of different options from there. Okay, but that just shows us that, pulling and pushing, that's a thing, right? And this block here as well, as you can see, I'm pushing and pulling up at the same time, right? We can use our collar tie again. We'd use our collar tie to pull, right? Because we're trying to get an underhook with the other arm, right? So we would pull down and the other one would come up, right? And that'll give us head position. And it looks a little bit wonky here, but that's what it kind of looks like in real life when you're trying to throw. Okay, this could also give us a sweep, right? That just gives us that position in wrestling. I don't know if you've seen it, but you have your underhook and your collar tie, right? Going, get it, and we use that to shove it up there. We pull down. Yeah, see? And another thing is, I could also use this to create space because I don't know if it's left or right, but that hand that's going down can push against the head. And the other arm could just have wrist control, and that can make a frame. Okay, and we could use that to shoot if we're in wrestling, or maybe even sweep, just like we had talked about, right? So you really got to think about this kind of stuff. Because distance management, also just using your hands, very important, right? That's what I'm kind of going through here. I'm not really talking, but yeah, that's just one thing you should really look out for is when things are going in different directions. It usually means they're probably either creating space or pulling or pushing into something in different angles. Okay, and we also have to watch our stance, right? Because if I'm squared, maybe my stance is kind of long. And then also got to watch my angle, like I just said. Alright, because these can all mean different things and different strategies that we would use. See, and also have to watch your level. Because your level tells you a lot, right? Because let's say we're standing up, probably striking, right? Okay, once we kind of lower our level, we're probably kind of more close range, maybe in arm's reach. Maybe we're already throwing or grappling. Okay? Example, we also have to watch our posture, right? Because our posture can tell us a lot. Maybe we're more open, maybe we're more closed, right? This can tell us so much information on the move. Okay, now let's say we're fighting, right? Now we don't get punched in the face, right? So we have our hands up, right? Okay, that's just like common sense, right? Okay, we're defending, right? Okay, we're kind of high as well. I could say we could have gotten lower, but just an example. Okay. Yeah, so we're just trying to protect our face, and our hands are up. Okay. Okay, now here they're kind of away from my face, right? Now we could be reaching for something. You see our hand position is open, right? Okay. This tells us, yeah, we're probably grabbing or grappling, right? Now this is just a collar tie, and you're kind of pushing away. Like if, for example, if you're doing a snap down, right? And then these circular motions here, and also the grabbing motion, right? Kind of related to hand fighting. Yeah, so you should really watch how far your hands are away from your face. Yeah, and that circular motion there, we could use that to either pull, arm drag, or we could use that just for hand fighting to break a grip, or we could use it more of in a throw, where we're pulling one side up and one side down for a sweep or throw. That's where you really got to watch out for stuff like that. Okay, and that also can be related to wrestling, right? We have our collar tie again. Okay, we're going. Okay, we have our underhook, right? We can get our underhook. And that's why I kind of want to relate rotator to wrestling a lot, because I've been seeing a lot of underhooks in Sanshin and some other forms as well, and some movements, all the circular movements really like are pushing or pulling away or throwing. Then the random angle changes really tell me that, so that's why I really think wrestling is in judo or something that has throws is very good, so you can understand kind of your listen to them. But I'd rather say more wrestling because it also contains a lot of hand fighting, level changes, and throws and sweeps, and you can also shoot as well. But here you can see here I'm just kind of staggering a little bit. Okay, trying to get my hand position right. Okay, we have that like in Ryu, right? Okay, we got that hand again. Okay, now we're pulling, right? Okay, we're trying to get our snap down, right? We can also do that from this position, right? You might see that in a few Ryu katas or in Kung Fu as well, in Krang, right? And this would be me using that collar tie to kind of push my opponent away, or maybe make some space, or maybe get the underhook as well. Okay? And then you could also, from that, if they leave their foot behind, you could sweep, right? You could catch the foot. Okay, you could go forward, just push forward. Okay? And as you can see my foot here, you see how it kind of moves, right? You see that in a few katas, right? Our front foot is kind of moving through the motion with us, right? And then we push, as you can see here as well, right? So this could signify that we're maybe sitting off balance and using a foot to trip them, right? Like a sweep. Okay, like you might see Muay Thai, really common. You push with the collar tie and you pull with the other hand, and it's just like a normal front sweep, right? Yeah, and that circular motion, and also you have this motion right here. You can see I'm kind of pulling in, right? And our foot is going out. That doesn't necessarily mean to kick. It can, right? You can still do that. You can angle off, right? Could also mean we're kind of pulling in and maybe trying to get our foot towards theirs, right? It could be a sweep. You might see in judo, you might see a lot of sweeps where they pull in, right? And maybe going forward, catch them off guard a little bit. And this could just be to set them off balance as well, okay? And that's really all I have. Humble beginnings are in our room, but this isn't all I have, but this is just a little bit of what grappling looks like in karate. Have a good day.